Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here today and another episode of my F1 2019 modded career mode. Today we are here for the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka, my favourite track and race on the entire calendar, and I cannot wait to get straight into it pretty much and jump into things. But if you guys have missed the last episode at Russia, then go check it out guys. I'll leave a link up above me in the top right hand corner of your screen, so go check it out because the championship is hotting up and it's a three-way battle for the title with 3 different constructors, so it's going to be very, very tasty. And yeah guys, I'm looking forward to it. So without further ado, drop me a like off the bat. Let's see if you guys can smash a like target of, let's say, 400 likes to this video. And also guys, if you're onto the channel, F1 2020 content is dropping tomorrow on my channel, so get subscribed for that guys and click the notifications button to be notified when that content does go live. But guys, without further ado, let's jump straight into career mode and let's get this weekend underway. So here we are then on the laptop, and first and foremost, the weather conditions this weekend are going to be dry, which is good. We also have updates on the research and development, and this weekend once again nobody bringing any upgrades, and I feel like that's going to stay the same now for the rest of the season and pretty much remain unchanged as we now jump into qualifying here this weekend at Japan. And like I said before, my favourite track, one that I absolutely love, and I cannot wait to get underway because it's one of those laps where when you hook it up, it's so damn rewarding. It feels so good, so I can't wait to get this underway as we look at Perez. And there is Danica Fiat, of course, the man who is second in the championship and one of our rivals. But we now jump into the actual qualifying session, and this was the first of 3 runs. My first one was actually quite bad, to be fair. It was a very scruffy lap. We was way off the pace. We take away both bollards there for good measure going through the final chicane, and so Verstappen goes fastest in the 123s. We get massively sideways there on the exit of the chicane, and we are 1.1 seconds off the pace. It really wasn't a good lap. We then move on to our second run. We find half a tenth through sector 1, and a small improvement there. Fiat now currently P1 in the Ferrari. We found another 3.5 tenths through sector number 2, and we're still half a second off the pace of the Ferrari. So we are currently P17, and we are struggling for pace around here. You know, I noticed in practice that we were down on pace compared to others. I did make a mistake. I kept the old power unit in the car this weekend, so that's going to cost us a little bit of time, but not 7 tenths. So yeah, we seem to be down on pace. We only go P12 on my second run, and it was all or nothing on this final lap. So let's run on board for a full lap of the Suzuka circuit, guys, and I'll get back to you once the lap is finished.
To go. Seconds left in the session.
And there we go, up to the line, and we do improve by 2.5 tenths. And to be fair, there was more time in the lap. We threw away 1.5 tenths in the first sector by getting turn 1 and turn 2 completely wrong. So there was a bit more time in the lap, but having said that, the rest of the lap was pretty much perfect. But as you can see, looking at the grid, Max Verstappen is on pole position once again, and he narrowly beat Danica Fiat to P1, but they both start on the front row, both of our title rivals. George Russell P3, Sergio Perez P4, Lewis Hamilton P5 ahead of Valtteri Bottas, who starts from P6 in the first McLaren. Then it's Sainz in 7th, Pierre Gasly in 8th place in the first of the Renaults, and we're starting all the way down in P14. So we've got all of our rivals ahead of us. Sebastian Vettel P9, we've got Kevin Magnussen there in the second Renault in P10, Charles Leclerc 11th only, which is quite surprising. He's had pretty good qualifying this season. Nico Hülkenberg P12, and then next to us is going to be Alexander Albon in the Haas, and there is confirmation that we start way down on row number 7 in P14. Ricciardo behind us with Antonio Giovinazzi alongside him, and finally towards the back we do have Romain Grosjean and Lance Stroll, with Raikkonen and Lando Norris picking up 10th place grid penalties. But guys, that is your grid. We've got it all to do here today, and this race is massive for the championship. Let's jump into it. It's time for the Japanese Grand Prix. Here we are then, guys, for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix, starting from 14th place on the grid. It was a very disappointing qualifying, but we've got it all to do in the race, and we are going to get the benefit of the free tyre choice, and we're going to take that by starting the race on the medium compound tyres, and then moving on to a used set of softs for the final 10 laps of the race. A very simple one stop here today. Fuel-wise, we're going to run 1.2 laps extra, and there is no rain expected. And of course, both of our championship rivals are starting on the front row, so we've got to try and pull something out of the bag here today to do some damage limitation. So let's jump into it and let's try and turn this one around. It's now time for the Japanese Grand Prix. Let's get to work. Right then, let's see if we can try and somehow get a good start on these tyres. The lights are on. Couple early short shifts. Mate, look at that traction from Ricciardo. Jeez, at least we're going to get the line into turn 1. We'll go down the inside of 2. Ricciardo trying to turn in on me there, but we're going to have absolutely none of it. We're going to push him back a bit around the outside of the first S section. Ricciardo tries to return the favour, but I'm going to give him a squeeze again. We're going to take that back. Thank you very much. P14. I ain't taking nobody's antics here today. Got to try and get the elbows out. We need to go forward this race, not backwards. So the fact we haven't lost a place off the start is a very good positive sign. Into deck in the 2. We can get a few places here possibly, up to the hairpin if we can send it on the brakes. We're more than close enough. Down the inside of a couple of guys, Hulkenberg and Albon. Hulkenberg on the soft tyres, and there we go. P12, good start from us. Just being aggressive really. I don't quite have the grip. I don't seemingly have the straight line speed either, as Hulkenberg's eating me up on the straight. But good start, good reaction to the lights. Everything's pretty much perfect. We've been aggressive when we needed to be. But we're not out of the woods just yet. Here comes Hulkenberg. I'm trying to tuck into the slipstream of Leclerc to see if I can get a bit of straight line speed. But you can see how much I lose under acceleration compared to the AI. It's so difficult to get the kind of start they do and just get the general acceleration out of corners. But I'm flat. My foot has not been lifted once, but I've lost so much there compared to the AI. Luckily for us, Hulkenberg's not too close, so we should stay in front. So for now, after one lap, we've actually gained, well, 2 places actually. So for once, we've actually made progress on lap 1, which is very good. I'm having to really work for this to kind of hang on to these guys. I ain't got the pace at the minute on these tyres. They're not quick enough. Soft tyres definitely a lot quicker, but it could come to us in a few laps' time once the softs start to hit the cliff a little bit. Just got to try and get within that 1 second window and stay within DRS range preferably. Braking nice and late there. The AI are now saving energy. All of their lights are flashing, so it's easy for me to keep up. Like always,
Target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
just like always, the AI always run their max power in the first 2 or 3 laps. They just run max out until their battery drains, and then they have to start saving. So if you can survive the first 2-3 laps and their kind of ridiculous pace, then the race will come to you a little bit. So now we're hanging on quite comfortably. So now we can start maybe contemplating making a move, although to be fair, the car feels like absolute crap on these tyres. I'm not too happy at the minute. At the minute, this race is an absolute slipstream fest. Not much we can do at the minute. It's very difficult. There is this little 3-car pack in front, and then there's a bit of a gap to the cars ahead, but generally speaking, it's hard to make progress in this race. We'll make progress today once we get the clean air. So once everyone pits and gets off the soft tyres and we get the clear track, that's when we'll start to push forward in this race. But until then, we just got to try and swim with the sharks and try and survive. And watch the AI battle. They always make me nervous because they're a little bit retarded when it comes to battling through turn 1. As I say that, incident behind. There you go. Something's happened. And turn 1. They just don't quite do it right through there. So you've got to be careful as we get a bit loose. That's what I mean about the car feeling like crap. We've got a slow moving car though ahead. We're catching up. Someone's going slowly. It's a Red Bull actually. I'm going to guess it's Russell, but it's holding everybody up through here. You can see how much they're bunching up. Whoa, that was close. They are braking so much because of this slow Red Bull. Trying to get the exit there. Leclerc, his light is flashing. He's saving energy, but he's still dropping me on acceleration, which makes no sense. Really hope that gets fixed for the new game. Struggling as well for grip doesn't help. Just not happy on this at all. Just no real pace. Didn't have it in qualifying, ain't got it in the race. Hulkenberg's looking for the move here, but he hasn't got a slipstream, whereas I do, so I'm going to just turn in on him here. Oh no, what's going on? What's happened here? What has happened here? I've been pinned in. Just got to be careful. No idea how I've got in this position, but we're here. We've made the move on Leclerc without even meaning to. One of the Ferraris is Hamilton, I'm guessing. Here comes Leclerc. He's looking for the re-overtake. We've got DRS though, and we've got a nice bit of straight line speed at the top end. Just wish we had more acceleration to match the AI, but there we go, P11. I've got no clue what just happened, but everyone just checked up massively in front of us. There's going to be some early braking here into the hairpin. So we're going to go down the inside of Sebastian Vettel. We're going to try and take P10 away from him. Just force him onto the curb, you know, he's still got room, but on the curb he won't get that traction that AI would normally get. He's right on my gearbox here though, he's really trying to get back past. I think Hamilton now has got wing damage, whatever happened at 130R. I think the Red Bull made everybody hit the brakes into 130R and check up, and that's what happened. And I think Hamilton got wing damage in the process. I think it might happen again now, so we'll have to keep a distance, which we do have to be fair. Look at that, everyone's slowing down. This is great news for us. Oh, contact again, the Renault clips Hamilton, I believe. There's some debris flying off once again, and it's a bollard as well. I'm struggling to get the traction down, man. I really am. Out that final corner. Let's just observe what happens here in front. Sebastian Vettel looking for the move, but we're actually pulling away from him on the straight. Says a lot about our car. I'm really scared about making a move with these guys. The AI are so erratic into turn one. I don't trust them one bit. I'm trying to keep my distance, and I'll make a move when it's absolutely right. But these guys are really holding us up now. We need to make progress. These guys are really, really slow, man. Trying to get the traction down. I think they may all have wing damage. I'm going to go down the inside here of the Renault of Gasly. We're just going to send it. He left the door wide open, so we're taking it. We need to get past these guys. You can see Kvyat and Verstappen on the back straight. They're pulling away, and we can't let that happen. I'm not saying we're going to beat them, but you know, I'd rather they not get away too much, so we've still got a chance. Power down out of there. Looks like Gasly might try and re-overtake us, as usual, because we lack acceleration. But now we're pulling ahead. It's 3 wide. This could get ugly here. This could get ugly. Very, very ugly. We're going to swoop past. We're going to go on the inside. Outside for the Casio triangle, but we pull off 2 moves. That was an aggressive one, but we had to go for that. Trying to get the traction down. We can get Hamilton here, and he's got wing damage. If we can clear Hamilton, we'll be P6 in clean air and mediums. But look at the speed of the Ferrari on the straight. Not able to close up enough as we run it a bit wide by accident. Didn't mean that. I've given the place away to Magnussen as a consequence. Mistake there. I kind of followed Hamilton in. The overspeed caught me out, and I've given up a place. Let's try and get past both of these boys. Okay, maybe I was wrong. I could have sworn I saw some end plate fly off, but it looks like Hamilton and Magnussen don't have damage. They've got good pace and they're pulling away, so yeah. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was seeing things. Who knows? Yellow flag again. Something's happened behind us.
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Some information on Giovinazzi. They're retiring from the race. Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed.
Well, VSC, Antonio Giovinazzi out of the race. There was contact at 130R. Good news is no one's going to benefit from that. Everyone went past the pit lane, so strategy-wise, it's better for us because it means no one gets the advantage on us. So I'm happy with that. There we go. Restart time. I've just got no rear grip today. Like, I've got no confidence in my rears, which is what you need around here. But
A new strategy is available on the MFD. Got that confirmed?
yeah, we'll pit a lap earlier. Well, let's just try and hang on to these two. Hamilton's going to drag Magnussen along, so just got to try and stick with it. Okay, Hamilton has now dropped Magnussen, so Kevin's struggling for pace. Perez pits. Let's see who else comes in.
Sergio is in the pits.
Looks like all the first drivers are coming in. Right. Now let's try and get past Magnussen. All these guys are going to go into medium tyres, so different strategies going on. This is what kind of pace we have, and if we can kind of match them, we've got Kvyat and Verstappen right behind us, so they're going to catch us, I think. Okay, I'm expecting everyone else to pit, so we should inherit the race lead for at least a couple of laps, as we're currently on for a personal best. Good pace. Magnussen will give us DRS, and that will release us into crystal clean air for the first time this race. Nice bit of clean air to hopefully just do my own thing. There we go. Alright then, let's enjoy this. We've got Kvyat and Verstappen not too far behind, so they'll be on us very soon. I'm kind of hoping if anyone has to win this race, it's hopefully Verstappen and not Kvyat. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can play a part in this. Good pace, matching my personal best. And Kvyat and Verstappen aren't exactly pumping in new purple laps, so this is okay. I mean, ideally, if I could just stay in front and not have to battle them to not ruin my own race, that would be ideal. 26.0 from Max, that's 1.4 quicker than us. Looks like they are going to catch us and we're going to have to try and hold them up a little bit. We're in a different race, but they are my championship rivals, so I'm going to try and cause a bit of tension, you know, make it spicy.
Okay, some information on Raikkonen. They are out of the race. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Safety car, no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
Very tasty.
Confirmed.
You're damn right, we're going to pit for the soft tyres. We're going to pit. This has put us right in the race now. You softs will struggle a little bit to get them to the finish, but we're going to have such a benefit on those tyres. I'll tell you what, this could be a miracle.
Please, box this lap.
Yeah, I'm on it, mate. Don't worry about it.
Slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Alright, let's pit. Pushing through the chicane, I could have gone a bit quicker there. I've given away 3 seconds on my delta. Into the pit lane. Get it all slowed down. We're going to have to serve a drive through or some kind of penalty. 5-second time penalty, I think it might be. Messed it up.
Release.
It's not all doom and gloom. If we just serve it at the end of the race, it gets added onto our time, I believe. So let's see where we rejoin first and foremost. Here we go.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Right, okay. So P7. But we do have a 5-second time penalty, so this is going to be awkward. Very awkward. Right, here we go then. It's restart time. We're going to be fine on tyres, so we haven't got to worry about it. We'll get to the end. We might struggle right at the last couple laps, but we should be fine. It's all about this restart now. Getting that traction is going to be key. Oh, that was a big slap.
Green flag. We're racing again.
Come on, where's the speed at? Look at this. Come on, speed. Right, we've got to use these tyres now. We've got a 5-second penalty, so we've got to pull away before the end of the race. Otherwise, we could go backwards quite a lot. So the safety car was a blessing in disguise, but also a curse because I sped and I made a mistake. That's brought everyone back together. So we could go back a long, long way with 5 seconds added to our time. So I've got to try and find a way through here and pull away and use these tyres to open a gap. Kvyat and Verstappen will pull away, and that's what I'm fully expecting. So it's all about us and what we can do in terms of overtaking some of these guys to make progress. At the minute, they are running with their engines in full power, so it's very hard for me to make anything happen, unfortunately. It's just the nature of this, as we saw in the first part of the race. I'm going to try and see if I can challenge Hamilton here, but again, I've just lost too much under acceleration that I now cannot challenge into the brake zone. So difficult, because I was right on his gearbox under traction, but again, you'll see here, it just pulls away from me, and I can't challenge, so this is going to ruin my soft tyres. So we need everyone to spread out a bit, and everyone to use up their engine mode so that they start saving energy. That's when we'll start making overtakes happen. Front two pulling away, and now Perez has started to hold up these McLarens. It just feels like we don't quite have the pace today. Even Perez is struggling a little bit.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
It says a lot when the Kvyat on medium tyres is 4/10 quicker than me. Sums up where we are, to be honest. Just not quick enough today. I can't get on the back of these guys. I ain't got the pace for it. I need them to turn their engines down so that I can get a chance. At full power, I'm at a massive mismatches there. I'm just disadvantaged at a crazy margin. I've got DRS, but I'm absolutely nowhere. Like, I'm not close enough, period. Into turn one, Perez is taking on the McLarens, or the McLarens taking on Perez, more like. Kvyat and Verstappen have disappeared, so it's all about me trying to get past these guys now. If I want to have any chance of getting a third place, but just haven't got the car, simple as. And I'm just ruining my tyres here, stuck behind these guys, but I can't get past. Because I can get underneath their gearbox in slow corners, but the traction is just impossible. And I'm sound like a broken record, I know, as I cut that corner, absolute treat, but it's just the truth. I just can't get any acceleration. Like, it's just impossible. See here, I'm right underneath Hamilton's gearbox. But he's just going to pull away. He's saving energy. His light is flashing and he just pulls away. And it just stops me from challenging him into the brake zone. Whereas normally I could pass someone into there on default cars. But with these maxed out cars, the AI are just an absolute joke. And it's annoying because top speed is really good. It's just my first part. This time though, we may have a chance here. These guys are battling. 3 wide here. I'm going to have to back out. There's no way I'm making it 4 wide. It's giving Perez a chance to break away though, which is good. I'm trying to pick up the scraps here. Once they go into the S's, these two battling quite heavily. I'm just trying to find a way past, but I just can't get anything. They're just blocking the road at the minute with their kind of side-by-side roadblock. Hamilton's a bit slow up the hill. I'm trying to have a look. Just wasn't close enough alongside. The AI will always turn in on me there. Have I got anything, man? Anything at all? Down the inside, it's a massive dive and a half. Bit of a day move, but you know what? Oh well, it is what it is. I'm getting annoyed now, getting frustrated.
Some information on Verstappen. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Ooh, that's massive. Absolutely massive. Here comes Hamilton though. We're going to use the tow from Bottas to stay in front, but Verstappen having issues with his car. That means Kvyat could win this race now. And the question is, what will that mean for the championship? How long will Verstappen's issues persist for as well? Alright, let's try and get Bottas here with DRS. We should be able to get past. We've lost quite a bit on the exit, but come on. Have we got enough straight line speed? Yes, we have. Come on.
Yellow flag.
Oh, no. The exact same thing has happened to me and Sainz. We're in trouble, boys. I've got damage. Oh no, we could be done, boys. We could be done here. I've got a pit.
Okay, clear.
And I've got a 5-second time penalty. This could be it. Yeah, I've got damage. I'm understeering like a bus. Nope. I'm done, boys. I've got no front end. This is going to be the end of our race. I might retire. The reason being is because we're not going to get anything out of this now. Like, I can't see myself getting anything out of this. I think we're going to call it a day. Yeah, I think we're done. I'm just going to pin to the pit lane. I've got a pit. That's going to put me even further back. And I've got a 5-second penalty. It's done.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Bad day at the office.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari do it again.
I can't lie, boys. That is one of the most annoying races, really, and a big reason why I'm looking forward to the season being over. I really hope this gets addressed and fixed for F1 2020 because I'm sick of these races where I just can't do anything. You know, I get a perfect exit out of every single corner, and no matter what I do, even the AI, when they're in their lowest power mode, they still just drop me for dead. You know, it's just not good enough. That was a terrible race. I hated that one so much. And I love Japan. It's been a bad weekend all round, but that was a really bad race. Kvyat, though, does win. Verstappen, even with car issues, got second in the end, so fair play. And he got the fastest lap. Perez got third, and then it's Bottas, Hamilton, Gasly, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Vettel, and Russell. And the missing out the points is Ricciardo, Leclerc, Grosjean, Sainz, Albon, Norris, Stroll, myself, Raikkonen, and Giovinazzi. But in terms of the standings after that race, we are now only 6 points clear of Kvyat and 36 clear of Verstappen. So it's game on. There's 4 races to go, and they're not my strongest tracks, so this could be bad news for us. Constructors-wise, We are second. We've taken a big hit. We've lost a lot of ground to Ferrari. But we have actually somehow gained on Red Bull or stayed about the same. So, yeah, it's a disappointing one. I don't want to ramble too much, but I'm not in the mood. Either way, it was an entertaining race. There was a lot of action, I'm sure, for you guys. If you enjoyed it, then drop a like on it and subscribe, guys, if you are new. Tomorrow, on a more positive note, there will be F1 2020 content dropping. So, yeah, hopefully, guys, do check it out. But, guys, that is going to be it from me here today. Check out the 2 videos on screen right now. If you have missed them, I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you all next time, guys, for the USGP. Or, actually, I think it's Mexico next, to be fair. But either way, I'll see you guys then. But until then, take care, and I will see you all in my next episode.